Hey y'all, hey.
Hey y'all.
Welcome back to another episode. I'm Crystal.
And I'm Alisa.
And we are
That's right.
your favorite sister podcast. Also, Lisa for real, they could call us their favorite parenting podcast.
Oh yeah, definitely so. For sure.
So today
you gotta shout the shorts first.
Oh, okay, that's right.
Don't
sorry, we have rehearsed this. Y'all check out our shirts. Quintessential black girl.
I know y'all have to.
That's
make sure
right.
We've been repping.
Yes, hopefully y'all been paying attention.
Yes.
All right, now, so today we are back with special guests. Have y'all been loving our guests? Can y'all please leave a comment and tell us if we should do more special guests? Mm-hmm. We have the specialist of guests today. We have Miss Amaya, Alisa's baby girl. Gonna come and talk about what it was like to be raised by Alisa, right? And we have Mr. Chris, right? I almost called his whole name. I don't know he want to say that. Young Steezers, Slime Ball Chrissy, on Beyond Faith. My son coming to talk. Look, he's going to tell y'all I was really a good mother. Anyway, come on. Y'all welcome to the couch, Chris. All right, homie. Thank you for coming. I know you have to go to the studio because he's a big-time rapper.
Not big time. Like, they gonna be begging me. They gonna be like, bro, who is this dude?
No, they shouldn't, because I thought you were the GOAT.
Yeah, I am.
All right, where can they find you? Talk to them.
Oh, okay, cool. Go ahead and follow me on Instagram at SlimeBallChrisy. Follow me on TikTok, SlimeBallChrissyK. Follow me on YouTube, SlimeBallChrisy, and SoundCloud, Young Steezers.
Spell Steinball, not Steinball, but Chrissy.
CHRISSY.
Okay.
What does slime ball mean?
Slimeball, like.
Ooh.
I never knew that, and this is the perfect time for you to tell me.
Slimeball is like, it's just slime ball.
Is it horrible? Is it what is it? Is that like a gang related thing?
Yeah, like no.
Is it gang related?
No, but like I'm not gang related. No, like it's not somewhere someone be like, oh, bro, you slime. Like, nah, I ain't gonna get pressed about it.
That's a new thing. I ain't heard about that.
I've heard that before.
It's not new. It's kind of old.
Yeah.
No, it's old.
But you're not in a gang. Okay. Have you ever been in a gang?
I mean, like once you're in a gang, I don't think you can get out. But
okay. Does you know your dad thinks he's in a gang? Anyway.
Oh God.
He cracks me up. He refuses to wear certain colors, and I'm like, "You're almost 50. Get a grip."
He
we're gonna move on. Yeah.
California.
Yes.
Sometimes it's just embedded in you.
Yeah. Okay. All right. So, you were raised by me.
The goat.
By the goat. That's right. By the goat.
The goat.
No, for real. Okay. So, you know, your dad. We met when you were 11?
Yeah.
At sixth grade. Mm-hmm. So prior to that, single mom, rocking out. Do you feel like, and so obviously we're just jumping into the questions all day. Yes. You feel like you missed out on anything with me being a single mom from the time you were about 4 years old to 11? Like you feel like you missed out on having a dad present in the house? You do?
Yeah, bro, yes.
Really?
Yeah, but I feel like you did a great job of being my mom and my dad. You know what I'm saying? And I feel like, I don't want to get too deep into it, but just like, yeah, like you do it. And I feel like sometimes like, yes, you were strong when you need to be strong, like hard on me, and then you were soft when you need to be soft on me. So it was like, it was a good balance, and it was just like, yeah, it was cool.
But do you feel like you missed out on having a dad?
Yeah.
Interesting. What do you feel like you missed out on?
I just feel like there are a lot of things that I have to talk to MJ about, you know what I'm saying? I don't want to say all of it on camera, but it's just like, you know, like there's a lot of things that I just.
MJ is my oldest
son. If I like, you know what I'm saying? Like, cause I'm trying to say this without yeah,
you can be transparent here.
Okay.
This is a safe space.
Okay. I'm trying to, my heart racing. Like, cause like I told MJ this, like even graduating like high school, like he was like, bro, what? Like I told him like the way he moved and stuff was like kind of like a father figure for me. So like MJ was a huge father figure for me, and so were you. So. Like, and even now, like, if I have problems where it's, like, about being a man and growing up and stuff like that, like, I tend to just ask MJ. Or, like, you know, I'll pray and stuff, but, like, I'll ask MJ and be like, okay, how did you deal with this and stuff like that? Because, and, like, yeah.
What about Granddaddy and Uncle Ron? You know
I don't talk to him enough, but, yeah, they definitely,
when you were little.
Yes, they played a part, but it was just, like, Granddaddy definitely played a part, and, like, Uncle Ron and them played a part, but it was, like, I don't really think I had like how Kennedy's super close with granddaddy. I don't really have that. You know, I'm not really super close with granddaddy, but like I still love him. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Same thing with Uncle Ron. I'm not super close with Uncle Ron. We joke from here and there, but I ain't really close when I can be like, oh, I want to be like him when I grow up, or this is like how I need a model about being a man. You feel me?
And MJ is what you
MJ,
feel like.
yes. MJ's the GOAT. MJ's dope.
No, I mean he is, and I couldn't have chosen a better big brother, dog. Like he is such an example.
Yeah, it's like you and MJ are like what I want to be, like as a person, like spiritually, and just like all of that. Like I'm you're not manly any type of way, right? But you've definitely showed me how to be a man, bro. Like at a young age, and even like the stuff later on going down, and just like dealing with these women and stuff. Like you show me how to like really like not like, you know what I'm saying? So it's just like, yeah. So I missed out, but I didn't miss out. If that makes sense. I missed out because I didn't have I felt like I didn't have like a biological dad to be like, okay, yo, like, so-and-so the man, this and that. It was you giving me those conversations. It was never, yo, when you grow up. I never had like a male be like, yo, when you grow up, bro, like, you got to be on your stuff, and like, but like, to the point where you were so consistent that it was like embedded in my brain. And of course, yes, I mess up, whatever the case may be. But like, you instilled that into my brain. MJ instilled that into my brain. You instilled like, okay, you got, even down to the whole money situation, bro, like, it was you and MJ who got on my case for real about it, and really like had to walk me through it. Like MJ like kind of just like put me on with just like, I'm terrible with money. Like, I mean, I'm not bad with money, right? But I'm gonna choose clothes, bro. Like I'm always buying clothes. Like I be shopping. Like I had to really chill because I go shopping every day. Like you see the drip, you feel me? So it is what it is. But like MJ was just like, bro, you know what I'm saying? You gotta really like. I was thinking like a kid mindset with money. So it's like, yeah. So it's like you and MJ really like show me that. But it's like if I could go back and be like, I wouldn't go back and change nothing. But like if I had to and be like, okay, like having a dad do it, I feel like I probably, I don't know, bro. I really don't. I don't see my life being any different than what it is. But if it was different and I did like have a dad like the whole way through, then I guess you would be my father figure. But right now it's just you and MJ, like just growing up wild.
That I love MJ, dog.
Yeah.
Like I love how close y'all are. Like you, MJ, Katie. Like that, it rocks my world.
Yeah.
You see Kennedy sold out her stuff today?
Dude, yes. Kennedy's the GOAT. I ain't gonna hold you. Her case be going crazy, bro. I was like, yo, I was doing that IT stuff. I was like, dang, Kennedy going stupid. Like, what? Like, she's a prodigy, bro. Kennedy's the next thing, bro.
Yeah. Kennedy is.
She's the dopest.
Yes.
I think the best kid you could ask for.
She is.
No, that's what I'm telling MJ. Kennedy's the favorite.
She's not the favorite.
Not the favorite, like, you know what I'm saying? Kennedy's the perfect child.
No, Kennedy has her own stuff. I have to fuss at Kennedy.
Yes, but like, let's keep it a beam. Bro, if I had any kid to grow up, I'd be like, I want my kid to be like KD. Simple. Simple. Kennedy is just, the stuff she be telling me is just like, I'd be like, wow, you did that.
She is great.
Kennedy's, yeah, next level.
Yeah, it's definitely amazing. Okay. So, let's fast forward a little bit. So, you know, your mom, she went viral a couple of times.
Oh, yeah,
for sure. But there was one particular one where she was talking about you. It was around teaching. So you going to school and beating on some drums, and the teacher chastising or doing a parent-teacher conference, you know, her addressing those issues. And your mom, there was some controversy around it because your mom said and felt like she doesn't want to chastise you in front of the teacher. You know, she'll rather take you home and handle it there, you know, and then once you go back, it'll be, you know, you'll be all fine and whatever. But she got a lot of controversy off of that. And so
People are weird.
What do you have to say to the world? You are the child. You turned out to be a great child. What do you have to say to the world about your experience growing up with your mom, how she chastised you?
Don't she love how Auntie Lisa says the world? She thinks the world watches us.
The world does watch.
Thank
The
you.
world does watch.
No, for real, no, we really be like number one in like the weirdest country.
Tell me why this girl was like, tell me why I was looking up something God-related black women and you was the first one that popped up.
Hello, Jesus!
I was like, yeah. But what I have to say about that, bro, like, first, bro, I feel like people nowadays, bro, be
First,
wanting
did you find that that's who I was? Like,
No, bro, people
no, I'm
are
saying
dumb.
like, was I the person who wasn't going off on you in front of teachers?
Yes.
but had your back.
No, yeah, for sure, yes. Mom always had my back. Never really gotten, like, cause that's like she said, like that's none of their business. Like how you discipline your kids is not supposed to be broadcasted in front of everybody. But it's like we live in a world nowadays where all that's broadcasted. Like people want you to hate your kids. Like I don't understand it. No, that's what I'm saying. Like people, I be having to talk to people because they be like, man, you live with your 4 kids, da da da. Mind you, I'm like, bro, like your parents don't like you and you mad at me about that. Like go talk to them. But honestly, I would say though, like, you know what I'm saying? I think it's just, I have the people that are saying that probably don't even have kids of their own. You know what I'm saying? And if they do, then I mean, that just speaks on their parenting. But it's just like, I feel like you did a really good job raising me. You know what I'm saying? And I could be out here and you could talk to any of the people that like have come in contact with me. I feel like, you know what I'm saying? You did a really amazing job. You know what I'm saying? And I'm not one to gloat about myself. I am sometimes, but it's just like, people will text me and be like, nah, bro, like, I appreciate you just being there. Like, you taught me how to just care and like, even down to like, disciplining, like not disciplining me in front of everybody, like that showed me, okay, there's a time and place when to call somebody out on their stuff. You know what I'm saying? Like I could be kicking my friends and someone do something kind of weird or shady, not even towards me, but somebody else. And it's like, okay, cool. I'm gonna talk to bro outside the group chat, or I'm gonna talk to bro after the event, where someone will make a whole scene of everybody fighting. You know what I'm saying? So it's
everybody fight.
Nah, it's real. That's what I have to say.
And what, real fast, because we talk a lot,
No, we
so
talk
I
every
know
day.
these.
7 o'clock sharp at work, PM. 7 a.m.
Let me tell you something. He thinks I'm his best friend. He calls me.
She calls me bestie. Don't get it twisted.
I never call you bestie.
Mama, all you, all my mama, bruh. She said, you, mama, you said, hey, bestie. I was like,
yes, I say that. Because he calls me in the morning, first thing in the morning, to tell me drama.
I just tell about my life, man.
Yes. It's like, calls us gossip girls. It's like, I'm about to be a gossip girl right now.
Well, I don't mean to be a gossip girl, but I got to keep it a whole beer with you, man.
7 o'clock in the morning is pretty early though.
Dog, no.
For real.
Are you saying that because I call you at 7 o'clock in the morning sometimes?
No, really for Chris though. You know, most teams, no.
He's at work.
I be at work.
Yes, he has to be at work at 5 o'clock.
Oh yeah.
And he calls me.
Sometimes 4:15.
Oh, so you grinding, you really grinding out here.
Get to the money.
Okay.
Still in debt. I got shoes on layaway. Nah,
it is called Afterpay. Stop calling it layaway.
Afterpay.
Oh, yeah.
But yeah, nah, like I said, I'm really a fashion dude. I spend all my money on clothes.
Okay, I don't know where that came from. But
be grinding.
But like, what other things that you learned from growing up do you feel like you're implementing in your life today?
Not judging people. So I feel like, especially not being a judgeful Christian. So I feel like a lot of people are very judgmental off rip, and you don't know, people come from all different walks of life. So it's like, to be like, oh my God, or I don't know, like people are like, oh, I'm trying to do this, but they, you know what I'm saying, are doing this, or they're trying to get better at something. People are quick to judge, like, okay, cool, you saying you love God, but you out here cussing or doing this and that, you know what I'm saying? But it's like, you don't know who raised that person or how they was brought up. So I feel like not being judgmental, but actually like taking people who they are. I feel like you've done an amazing job with that. Communication wise, so I feel like I'm a good communicator when it comes to like getting my thoughts out there, because like a lot of people can't articulate, that people don't know how to talk, and I've really realized that talking to people outside of my family, it's like people be like and there's nothing wrong with saying uhs and ums, but it's like you'll be in a debate with somebody and they don't really know what they're talking about. They just get loud at you and they start cussing at you. Or you'll talk to someone, actually have like a genuine, try to have an intellectual conversation with somebody, and then they can't stay on topic. And then you're just like, all right, bro. It's like talking to like a little kid. And it's like, no, I mean, and it sucks. It's the worst thing ever. Because I'm like, dude, okay. It's insane. But I think like being able to communicate and just being caring for other people. Oh, and giving, yes, a huge giver. So like, I give as much as I can, bro. Like when I'm not shopping, like even then I'm still giving. I'm still giving though too.
Yes.
Like, you know what I'm saying? But it's like, I think giving is a huge thing, and like, of course, the Bible, giving and shall be given, fist bump it. But you know, like, I just feel like that's a huge thing, a part of me. So like, one of my homies, bro, like he made music too. He ain't had no mic. I gave him one of my mics because I got 3, so I gave him one of my mics. One of my homies, he like runs a studio in his crib, but like that's his business. I be keeping my mic there months at a time, so he have other people record because he don't got no mic. You know what I'm saying? Or he got a mic, but it's not as good as quality. You feel what I'm saying? So it's like, I feel like, okay, cool, if I'm able to help somebody out, then it's no biggie, because as long as I have one mic, I'm cool. You know what I'm saying? But it's like, God has already blessed us with such an abundance of just everything. Like we have an abundance of not just money, but love and the spirit and all of that. So it's like, okay, cool. If I have any chance to give you anything, I'm gonna give it to you, bro. You know what I'm saying? Because I feel like I see my mama do that. You know what I'm saying? Like I've seen you, you know what I'm saying? I've seen you go through like all of that. I done seen all of it. I done seen you crying. I done seen all of that. So it's like to see somebody in their life that's super close, like super duper close, go up and still give. Like, mama, you went through a lot and you were still giving. You know what I'm saying? Like people were like, bro, like you got all these kids and you trying to give and da-da-da-da, and God kept taking care of us. So it's like, okay, cool. I'ma always know, not everybody else knows, hey, God gonna take care of me, but I know. You know what I'm saying? So I'm believing God gonna take care of me for the both of us. So I'm gonna keep giving. I'm gonna just show you that's another way of me. I'm not God, but I'm gonna show you God's love through what I'm doing, if that makes sense. And it's never no backhand like, oh, they're gonna think I'm so high and mighty, but it's from a genuine place because, like I said, I see my mama do it, so I do what my mama do type. Yeah.
And that was my next question. I think this will be the last question. What role do you think God played in your upbringing?
The biggest role, like I think like you raised me, but God raised me too. So like we done seen a lot of stuff, like especially the old crib, like spiritually and just now. And not for the new age Christian, not the weird spirit, not the crystal rock stuff, but like not real deal stuff, like God stuff. And it's like, I don't know, that's like such a huge question because I'm trying to gather my thoughts with that because it's like so much. I think the biggest thing probably bondage to flesh. Cause I grew up caring a lot what people thought about me. I grew up just like not really knowing who I was, and like I remember like even recently God would be like, know who you are in Christ, you know what I'm saying? Know who you are in me, because once you fully understand who you are in me, it's like no one can tell you different. You feel what I'm saying? So that I genuinely don't know. He just played a huge part because it's so much, and I feel like I overtalk. But it's just, I think bondage to flesh is a big thing. I don't want to sound cliche, but like giving to others, praying for people. Even you don't need to. Oh, I think. Sorry, it's the last thing. Not everything needs to be a grand gesture. So you don't need to be like, oh, I'm praying for you, and I need you to not. Sometimes you might need to pray in silence. You might need to be someone's guardian angel in silence. You might talk to them, but I feel like I see a lot of Christians nowadays, especially at Georgia State, and I'm not here to what's the word where you like convict anybody. I'm not trying to do that or none, but it's like I see a lot of like Christian nowadays. They be like, oh yeah, I'm doing this and doing that for this and this and that. You know what I'm saying? It's like, okay, and I've done a lot of stuff for people too, and I mean, I kind of sound like a hypocrite because I'm on the podcast talking about it, but I'm just saying like, it's one thing when you trying to flaunt it off, that's not godly, because at that point you're coming through with the spirit of don't tell me. Oh my gosh. Oh my.
I wouldn't know what to tell you.
No, but you know what I'm talking about, bro. It's the spirit of oh my gosh, pride. That's what it is. They're so prideful and giving. It's like that's evil, bro. Because it's like it should never lie with you. It should always start with God and end with God. You feel what I'm saying? So yeah, God, Samson. Shout out to Samson. Shout out to Samson. Samson. Shout out to him, man.
Oh, okay, so we talked about the father thing a little bit, but you had a transition in your life where Galen came into your life. That transition, how did you feel during that process?
Nah, it was dope. Like I don't know. Like I was just like, I don't know. Like it was dope. It was cool. Like I feel like when it first happened, I was like, okay, this is some dude that my mom's dating, but he's dope. Like I was kicking it with him, all of that. And I was like, okay, like basketball too, that's lit.
Can you tell everybody what you're wearing?
Oh yes. So first we got Rick Owens on the feet. These are Saint Laurent Paris. Saint Laurent Paris DSO2s. If you know, you know. This is a subtle flex too. This is a Louis Vuitton chain. A Leaks chain. Vivienne Westwood, and I'm about to kill him with this.
R.I.P. Vivienne Westwood.
R.I.P. her. And then this is you ready? This is runway. I think it's from the Rebel Gods collection, but this is a runway piece from Undercover. This is Japanese. Can't get this at the store. You can't get none of this at the store for real, but you definitely can't get this at the store.
You got that from thrifting?
I didn't. I got it in New York.
In New York.
Oh, this isn't from thrifting?
I got it in New York. And the price wasn't thrift. The price was not thrift.
Because he literally...
Time in the case. What do y'all consider a thrifting? Because at this point, I feel disrespected.
Y'all make sure y'all chime in on that, y'all.
I really want to know what thrifting is, because I feel like I wouldn't say this is.
I bought them right there. Them wasn't thrifted. Didn't I pay cash, like the actual price for them?
Yeah.
Yes, these were thrifted.
These was from YSL.
Oh. You bought them from the store?
Yes.
Oh, I'm gonna need you to leave my nephew alone now.
Yeah, I got drip. And this ain't even really, look, the fit I had on before was insane, dog. I had on some Dolce & Gabbana sneakers, a Yeezy Gap hoodie, and some big jeans, yeah. And shot a TikTok in it.
I made him take it off. It wasn't that great.
I'm telling you right now, I'm the best dressed in this house.
You the GOAT.
You're not the best dressed in this house.
Bro, oh my God, I'm gonna hit the chat after this. They gonna say Chris. They all gonna say it. Cause who goes to who for the fashion inspo? And hey Chris, does this look right?
Sometimes.
So, it be for the biggest events. She be like, son, you know you're the fashion guy. I'm like, I am the fashion guy. What do you have? What do you need, mom? And I'm like, all right. And I'll tell if it's a banger or not. And every time it's a banger because she leaves with my input.
I love it.
I love you.
Yeah,
Thank you for coming on.
Yes.
Thank you for being
Thank you.
genuine,
Thank you for
bringing your
having me.
Chris energy.
Yes.
Y'all check out Slime Ball Chrissy, Young Steezens.
Yeah.
All right, bye. Hope your music doesn't embarrass me.
It shouldn't.
All right, now it's my time, guys. Oh God, it's time for me to bring in my beautiful daughter, Amaya Franklin. If you want to follow her on IG, it's So Much Maya.
So much, Maya.
Come on, baby girl. Yes.
You didn't have to say my full name.
I said Amaya Franklin. I did, didn't I? I'm sorry, baby. I just had to let it be known. You look so beautiful.
Thank you. Y'all do too.
Thank you. Oh Lord, how do we get this started with us, huh? How do we get this started? So just so you guys know, Amaya, she goes to Alabama State University, and she is a junior.
Yes.
Oh God.
Don't start crying.
Girl, listen, I cry for everything when it comes to her.
It's a
it's
big
a celebration.
deal.
This is my
Yes.
first daughter, like first child. It's so touching to me. But before I even get into how I feel about anything, with you being in college, just to all the girls out there who are thinking about going to college or who are in college struggling or whatever, like, how is college for you? What is college life like? Well, how would you explain it? Is it challenging for you?
Of course, it is challenging, but I mean, college is like what you make it. Mm-hmm. So it's like if you surround yourself with like good people, and you just stay focused, then you know. But like for me, like my freshman year, like it was very like hard to get comfortable because it was new to me.
Oh yeah.
So now that I'm in my junior year, I found a good like people to be around, and I found my way and my flow.
Yeah.
So it's good now.
I remember that freshman year. I remember those calls.
My freshman year was horrible.
Oh, I remember those calls.
I wanted to go back home so bad.
Oh my, I remember those calls with you being the only girl and having to dorm with other people. That experience.
Look, I wanted my own space so bad, like, 'cause all them girls, and it's just like all them hormones, and it was horrible. But you know, now I'm in my own apartment, so it's like better.
Yeah. Okay. And you definitely and so you do think that it's important to kind of get involved and get active in something like a fraternity while you're in college?
I do because, well, like in high school, I was always involved, but like freshman year, I decided not to be involved so I can focus, and I think that's why I wasn't comfortable, and it was just boring.
Yeah.
So I did get involved. I started getting involved, started meeting new people, and that's really how you meet. Like once you get involved, that's how you meet new people. And college is all about connection, so it's like you have to kind of get out there.
Yeah.
So yeah, I do think you should get involved in college.
Okay.
What are you involved in?
Right now, I did cheer my freshman year.
And you were awesome.
Thank you. My sophomore year. And then this year I joined a dance organization.
Okay. So do y'all do like competitions, or is it just a?
I think our first competition is coming up in August.
Okay. Very good.
Yes.
Chris and Lisa might make it.
Okay, we're gonna make it some kind of way. Shoot. Yes. Oh man. So for me, I just feel like you're my only daughter, and I think the way I say it is just it melts me because you're my only daughter, and you're like a spitting image of me. And so with me having a girl, when you was born, it was like I wanted to just make sure that you never made the same mistakes, as I did. But I know that all parents are not perfect, right? So I know there probably were times where you probably was like, my mom is getting on my dang nerves. So, and I know that we probably have had our challenges, before, but did you have challenges with me as a mother growing up? Did you have any issues? How would you rate me as a parent? Was I a good parent to you? I mean, this is a safe space, right? Like, what type of parent was I to you?
You was a good parent. I mean, I really don't have anything to say. I feel like you was always there for me. You always was 10 toes behind me, just like I am for you. Mm-hmm. So I really can't say anything. The only challenge I really can say is that people think you're my sister and you're my mother. But I guess that's a compliment to you.
Yeah, well, yeah. It can be a little frustrating at times too. Cause
I don't see why.
Well, not from your aspect, from me, because especially in the workforce.
Look, black don't crack.
Black don't crack. Hey, black do not crack at all.
But really though, you was a great parent. I really can't say anything bad about you. Of course, you're annoying sometimes.
Annoying. Oh Lord.
But I love you. I love you.
Yes, for who I am.
Yeah, you was a great parent.
Yeah. I think that we did have
a great role model.
A great role model. Yeah. Well, thank you. Because again, I really just try to make sure that whatever mistakes that I make, that you don't make those same mistakes, or whatever troubles that I had. I try to make sure that, I'm busting my butt to make sure that you can get whatever it is that you need, mentally, or whatever, Mm-hmm. So I really always hope that I can create that safe space for you to come and talk to me whenever. Oh, here we go.
This is my first one. No, you're going to be the first one. Don't start. I don't want to see no tears. So look, I'm right behind you.
Oh my God. But yeah, I always wanted, just to make sure that I created that safe space for you with you being my only girl. Because this world is crooked. This world is evil.
And it's only getting worse.
I don't want you to be naive to anything, to anybody, to any man or anything. So.
You did a great job. You did. And you're doing a great job for my brothers as well.
Oh, thank you, daughter. I really appreciate that, honestly, for real.
I have a question. Yes. So as the oldest, right, do you feel like we all know Lisa is a fantastic mother. As the oldest, do you feel like you had more responsibility than you would have liked to have had? Mm-hmm. What does that look like? No, that's fair. Yeah. This is a safe space. Yeah, that's real.
Yeah, because for the most part, my mom was single, after she broke up with my dad. So it's I always had to step in. I had to watch the kids sometimes, just pick up the slack. Mm-hmm. But of course, at a young age, it was okay, I kind of don't want to do this. But now that I'm looking back at it, it's it helped her out, and she needed it, and she needed me. Mm-hmm. So, yeah, I can say that.
Yeah, I can remember a time where it was challenging for both of us, because she took a lot of weight off of me, when helping her siblings grow up. And I remember a time where, of course you're gonna have rules in the house, and so she has so Elijah, he's really close in age with her. Mm-hmm. So both of them would have chores, and the boy sounds like Chris, really. Look, when it comes to them dishes, could never really get him to.
They really not getting
I don't care what the schedule is. I don't care if I threatened with a belt. I don't care if I took the PlayStation away. I cannot get him to do what he needed to do. It was always something. Mm-hmm. And then so it would be times where Maya would, almost challenge me, you wanna get mad at me or try to put me on punishment, but you're not doing anything with Elijah, And it was true, it was true, but I was, to her, my defense with her, I would try to teach her, why are you comparing yourself to somebody who is not doing right? Mm-hmm. You need to think for yourself. Stop worrying about what other people are doing. Worry about yourself. Worry about how I'm trying to groom you as a female, or just as discipline, So that's the angle that I was trying to get her to understand. But when she was younger, she couldn't understand that.
I couldn't.
It was a constant battle.
Because I used to think it's more than just me in the house putting dishes in the sink. Mm-hmm. So why do I have to do it? And he's not doing it.
Yeah. And that's what she would ask me, and I'm like, first of all. And I raised them to be able to ask questions, right? To be able to be open. So at some point after she asked me and after I explained a couple times, but it kept still going on, I had to be like our parents and be like, cause I say it so. Right. You know, like at this point, if you don't understand what I'm telling you, then cause I say it so. And so that was, you know, it's little small things, maybe challenges that we had.
Yeah, it was never nothing big.
Nothing too big. Like you have valid, you know, arguments, valid points, and you were still growing up, trying to learn things. And it's good that you're saying now, you know, as you're getting older and you're kind of seeing what life is, what it is to be a family, you know, what it is to be a role model or older sibling. Like you're actually understanding and realizing that now. So I think that is good. I'm very proud of you for acknowledging that.
Do you feel, I have a question for you and then I have a question for you. Do you feel like, and you kind of just said it with the dishes thing, do you feel like your mom was softer on Elijah than she was on you?
Yes.
Or is?
Yeah.
Why are you, Alisa?
Really
not why you feel like, no, tell me why you feel like that.
I don't know why. I mean, I really don't know why.
Not why she does it, but why, because she can answer why she does it. But why do you,
she just has a soft spot for Elijah. Like, I mean, she has a soft spot for all her kids, but for Elijah, I really don't know. That's a good question for you to answer. I hope you know the answer.
I don't know the answer.
You don't?
No,
Yeah.
I can ramble around it. It's probably so much when it comes to this, because you know some of your kids are just they're different. All kids are different.
Raise them differently.
You try not to raise them differently, but their personalities are just totally different.
It requires it.
Some require more attention than others, and some may be like, okay, if I put the pressure on them too much, you don't even know if they're gonna break. And considering like my situation with their father and leaving and stuff, I think there was a little bit of resentment and a lot of things going on. And I just tried to be a little easy, you know, on him. You know, I talked to him. I let him know when he was doing wrong. I tried to discipline him the best that he could. But out of all my kids, like, he was the one that probably gave me the most challenge. And honestly, me being pretty much a single parent and trying to raise kids, you know, I couldn't let just one kid take a lot of my energy, you know. And sometimes I really had to really sit back and think about my health, you know, because kids could drive you crazy, you know. And if I would have gave my oldest son the energy that, you know, we're talking about now, maybe that I should have given him, I probably wouldn't be here today.
Okay, wait. He's not that bad.
To be very clear.
I love you, Elijah. You know you're not that bad.
Not that bad.
He's a really good kid though, for real life.
He is a good kid.
Yeah, he is.
He just
He's a good
has
kid.
his ways.
He just has his ways, right? He's just stuck in his ways. But the ways that he has could cause me to be very frustrated. You know what I'm saying? Especially if like you have this OCD mentality when you with your kids, when you have certain rules and certain things, but they just slack that so much. So, you know, sometimes, I mean, with him, I backed up a little bit. Like one of the main problems that I have with your brother, and you know too, is his room. I can't get him to keep his room clean. She was talking about this
for 3 seasons.
3 seasons?
I cannot get him to keep his room clean.
Wait, it's that bad.
It's that bad. When I tell him to clean it, when he cleans it, it's like, son, I mean, I literally have to go in there and show him, but it's like he don't even know the level of clean. And it's like I question myself in even raising a child. Like, what? Like, or if it's clean, the next day it's like a tornado done ran through it. And
does it? Let me ask you this. I know we're talking about raising your daughter, but does it? I'm not trying to be no smart behind. Does it affect the house in any way that his room is not clean?
No, it doesn't.
And because you know, I believe. Let me say this. Even though your brother and I had a conversation about Chris's room recently, he's like, and I know you don't care about people's rooms being clean. I care if they stink. But just like because you can always hire somebody to clean up.
And that's where I'm at.
That is my position, right? Like, so I'm not gonna ride you about cleaning because that's not a thing that I think needs to be in. I guess it's responsibility kind of, but I can teach you responsibility in other words, in other ways.
Yeah.
But because cleaning ain't my thing, that's why I have someone come clean.
Absolutely.
So you can hire people to do that. You can hire people to cook. You can all that stuff.
And that's I guess that's the level.
That's
of
what Elijah has been on that obviously since a little boy. He's like, you know what? When I get older, I'm gonna hire somebody.
That's the answer for him.
I hope he.
Yeah,
the kid who wanted to go to BMW for his first car is definitely hiring somebody to clean.
Absolutely.
That's
You're
real.
right about that.
Okay, sorry. Back to
no. Oh man. So again, like there are always challenges when you're raising kids, or even when you're raising daughters. Like God blessed me with one. You know, honestly, I don't even know if I could have took
Another one.
Okay, you know, because girls, you know, they have their emotions. You know, they have their emotions. But I don't really think that of mine. I don't think that you really gave me
Problems.
too much, too many
I
problems,
didn't.
too
I
much
was-
emotions, too much attitude. Because you know, I'm gonna give it right back.
Yes.
Okay, I just want to see what you were gonna say.
Queen Petty.
Queen Petty. I am Queen.
She's petty.
Yeah, that's what she called me, Queen Petty. Okay, because don't play with me.
Yeah.
I love you.
I love you too.
Okay. So yeah, so there's definitely, we've had more challenges, because I remember when you was growing up, you know, you didn't want to be fast, because you was a great child, for real. You weren't even fast, but you wanted to have a boyfriend in middle school. And that was a problem for me. And so she wanted to have a boyfriend, I think at like
Everybody had a
sixth or
boyfriend
seventh
in middle
grade.
school.
Oh, she had a boyfriend in middle school. You didn't know about it, but she
And
had
so
a boyfriend in middle school.
so when I found out, I'm like, no, you cannot have boyfriends in middle school.
But was you like kissing and stuff, or just like
No,
calling him your
literally
boyfriend?
just conversation.
Yeah.
Nothing.
I
like
didn't care
that.
what it was. I'm
Yes,
like,
I would
you
literally
cannot-
have another boyfriend in the next month.
That's what
Like
she was
it was
it's
never nothing
Like,
serious.
there's so many guys in here that like me. I'm just talking to them and dating them. So I'm like, what? You know, I'm over here trying to create an image, and she's like, Mom, it's nothing, but it wasn't, right? It's
It really
like,
wasn't.
It wasn't. So you think that, but see, I would think that like middle school, 6th grade, 7th grade, that is very young. Even
It
though
is
this world
young.
this world is moving pretty fast.
It's the generations.
too
They're getting
fast.
worse.
It's getting worse and worse. So, in your generation, you had boyfriends, but y'all didn't nothing.
Not in middle school, no.
I mean, you can be honest now.
Not in middle school.
You want to do all that? Not in
I
middle
said
school.
that. Not in middle school.
Not in middle school? Okay. So we gonna move past that then. Okay.
Next topic.
Next topic.
I'm saving you, boo.
I'm sitting here. I'm just trying to think about, because it wasn't that many really challenges that I really had with
It really wasn't. Like we've been like this.
And this morning, she got a little frustrated with the time, and I was so shocked. I was like, I have never seen you be frustrated with Amaya.
She's
talking about with what, my hair?
Yeah.
Oh,
with your
I was
hair.
frustrated.
Yeah, but I was like, I think Kennedy is great. I get frustrated with her, but that's never been a thing. That's never been a thing. I was like, oh my God, this is new. Because I kept saying there must be more to it. Because you don't get frustrated with Maya, and she was like, no, this is it. And I was like, okay.
Yeah, so it was frustration, but it was, you know,
She wasn't mad or
yeah, it
nothing
wasn't
like
even
that.
mad. It was draining, you know, because you know I haven't had no sleep these
Yeah.
past couple of days, and it was like we're filming in the morning,
Right.
and now I'm just praying like, oh my God, I hope that you make it. You know, I hope that everything goes right for you so that we can film, and you won't be calling me like, Mama, my hair's in the bun.
Well, you
And I'm
told
like-
me not to call you no more.
And then
I
told you,
wasn't gonna call you no more. I was gonna figure it out for myself.
So that's what was running through my head, like, oh my God, I hope she's straight, because I know I'm not gonna be able to walk her through this, you know. So, but yeah, and I don't get frustrated with you as much. I really, for real, like, I do not get frustrated with you. We talk every day.
I try to talk to you every day.
Yeah, 'cause, yeah,
She doesn't like answering the phone for me.
Oh, let's don't start about this. Oh, don't do that. Don't do that. Don't open up a can of worms.
No, because you be too busy.
Maya, I be answering my phone and I be talking to you every day.
Does she answer the phone
almost.
for you?
No. Oh. I didn't have my phone near me. I don't care. She doesn't keep her phone on her.
I do be. I be answering the call for both of y'all.
Are you kidding?
I'm so
Are you
dead.
kidding on this podcast right here?
Are y'all double teaming
I
me
can
right
pull
now?
my phone out and show like.
I'm feeling double team right now.
Right. But
Well,
that's
that means
okay.
it's the truth.
Is
Yeah.
it true? Okay,
Yeah.
I need to self-reflect. But I be okay. No, I do. No, sometimes I tell you I do be missing your calls a little bit, and I'm like, dang, I'm sorry, I was busy, or I might have been in a meeting or something like that. But I think that you checked me on that too. Like, okay, Mom, I'm your daughter, and I'm calling
Something
you,
could be happening.
and you need and I don't know what's going on. Yeah, you definitely checked me on that. So I'm sorry, but I've been doing better. I thought lately since you kind of checked me on that. I know. Damn.
But you've gotten busier.
Yeah.
Because
I mean,
real estate
I
is picking
understand.
up.
Yeah, definitely that. Yeah. So you know your mama out here grinding, right? For real. Like that's all she doing. She ain't up in nobody's club lounge. Yeah. I'll probably answer my phone then or whatever. But yeah, you know
I
mommy
don't
out
think
here.
so. But yeah. But yeah, okay.
So do you think that's a form of neglect at your age
No.
or just no?
You're not answering the phone?
Yeah.
No.
No,
I'm just dramatic.
You're
It's
still
just
dramatic.
I'm just dramatic. That's
And
it.
then you're dramatic. Am
Yeah.
I neglecting
Just
you?
let me know right now, okay? I'm
Because
sorry.
I be wanting to talk about everything and you just be busy. So it's okay.
Okay,
Normally
like,
you
why
call
is
back.
the mom not there for me when I need her?
Yeah. to just talk about nothing.
That's why I don't answer. She
You
said
know
to just
she-
talk about
Yeah,
nothing.
you know it's
Okay,
not
then
about-
she'll want
look, she'll
nothing.
text me if it's something
She'll
for
want
serious.
nothing. She'll
Most
call me
time I
back
don't want
again.
nothing.
Just to talk, right? I love it.
Do you feel, so we talked about this in the first season. I have not gotten your mother's permission to ask you any of these questions.
Oh God.
This is just coming. And
I don't know where it's going.
Let me tell you something. We can cut at any time. And I think I'm comfortable knowing that.
I know we don't get it.
Because you're great. You're awesome. Did you feel growing up that your mother was your friend? Be honest, safe space. Auntie Crystal's asking you.
Yeah.
You did. Okay.
I still
you-
feel like you're my friend.
Do you feel
But you're
like
still-
that carried with it a burden? Like, if she taught, let me ask you this. Not that she's your, like, got your back, but like a friendship where you share with your friend and your friend shares her life with you. Do you feel like that happened in your relationship?
Yes, like personal things from both parts. Mm-hmm.
Do you feel burdened by that?
No.
Okay. That's
Not at all.
interesting. That's good. No, that's good.
Yeah, no. Like I said, like we've been close. Like we've always been close. So it's just always been, we just talk.
Shit, it's my only girl. Shoot.
Yeah. I don't have no
whatever.
sisters. All I
It's
have is
whatever.
brothers.
Yeah.
They play on
So,
the game
yeah.
all day. So yeah, it's the only person I can talk to for real.
So like when you say friends, like I would probably check that situation because I would say Maya would get checked, you know, like I feel like I was a friend to her, but no, not if I was a mother to her, you know.
Right.
You know, more so than a friend.
No, that's what I'm saying. I'm asking Maya's
yeah, no, well, her
perspective.
person, yeah.
Her perspective
I don't know if he's
is
asking
that,
me too
yeah.
eventually or what.
No, because we talked about that. We talked about you don't feel like, so mom doesn't feel like y'all were friends, obviously, because she's a mom. And
Yeah, I'm a mom.
Feel like that. You know what I'm saying? She don't feel like y'all were friends because of this very reason that she said that there was a line that you knew not to cross. There's
Yeah,
not
absolutely.
in a friendship. I don't know that there's a line that I feel like, you know what I'm saying? That we don't have those barriers, you know what I mean? And so I think that's what she draws it, you know, says that she's not my friend because.
Well, I see it both ways though. It's not like I said, it's not like I was saying, I'm not her friend. Like, no, it was like a 50-50 like type situation. Like I can be her friend, but I can be her mother too.
Yeah.
You know, like that
Definitely,
type
yeah.
of situation.
Mm-hmm. It definitely was that. I knew where to,
You're like, where the first line, like, you know,
and
when
where
your
not
mom
to.
wasn't playing.
Yeah.
Okay.
For the most part, like if I had something like important to talk about or like something, you know, deep, then I can come to you and talk to you.
I'm so glad that you feel that way. And I want it to be like that forever and forever and forever. Even when you get old, graduate and get old. I mean, I don't mean it like that, but you know, going to go older and you get into your relationship and marry, you know, I still want you to be.
You want to get married? That's good.
I want a family.
That's promising.
I
That's
love
very
that. I'm
good.
glad that this
'Cause a lot
family
of young
didn't torture
people-
you enough to say
A
that you
lot
didn't want.
is, you said what?
I said, I'm glad this family didn't torture you enough. You know, sometimes when you're the older sibling, you have to take on so much work. You feel like,
That's what
I
I'm
don't
saying, because I'm
wanna-
like, this generation, a lot of
Yeah.
people are like, no, I'm good.
Yeah, because the dating scene is just horrible.
Okay. You should have been on here for Living Single. Talk about what it's like for 20-year-olds.
Okay, for 20 years, for real, for real. Oh my gosh, we have made it to the end, Maya. Oh my God, we are so happy that you came on, Crystal and Alisa.
And Amaya and Chris.
Yes, and Amaya and Chris. Yes. You guys, make sure if you want to follow my daughter on IG, go to So Much Maya. Can you spell it for him, daughter?
SOMUCH, Maya, MIYA.
All right. Thank y'all for joining us.
Thank
we love
y'all.
y'all.
We love y'all.
See y'all later.
Peace.